My friends, it is time here, episode 12, as we dive into Hope for Freedom, and on top of that, hard mode. Let's go. Thank you for tuning in. As always, appreciate your support. If you got questions or comments along the way, let me know. We're going to make our way from 12.1 all the way to 12.10 here. I'm going to run through 12.10, break down some of the key tips and tricks, give you two teams, a main team and a secondary team here, and walk you through some key ideas and concepts to help you be successful here in Hope of Freedom, episode 12, so that you can take it on in hard mode and collect these lovely, lovely cookie cutters right there. With that, let's get to it here today. A couple things when you get into 12-1 here. We are in Beast Yeast. This land radiates with the power of the beast before you unfolds a landscape unlike anything you've seen in Crispia. Now, a couple things here. We do have our special conditions in this battle. Cookies will have certain stats adjusted, topping bonus effects, X right there. They don't matter. Those biscuits do. The toppings still matter. We also have the tarts, so don't forget about that piece as well. And we're going to run into healing reduction, HP shield capacity reduction, enemies debuff, and damage down. Now, we'll run with that all the way up to about 12-7 here, where we will run into the Kalanamic. So just making sure we don't hit it earlier here. There we go. Exactly. 12-7, we now hit the Kalanamic. Here we got the spectral meter, or spectral flame meter, fills with time, and as you defeat enemies or attack bosses, when the meter is full of spectral Kalanamic Knight, enemy will appear. The Knight will cast the sign of Kalanamic debuff whenever they are hit, reducing the damage dealt by your team. At full stacks, the debuff will shackle your team. Charcoal Cookie, Salt Cellar Cookie, and Silent Salt Cookie are immune, my friends. Additionally, like I said, we still have all these things. Now, last but not least, at 12-10 here, again, the one that we're going to run, we're now going to talk about how we're going to get through this and break this team down. So if you're looking for a very, very rock solid team, we certainly have this one here. Now, we do recognize that this is much more on ancient legendaries here. And from my perspective, plus Beast, we did get all these as a free-to-play player, the number one free-to-play player from all the free-to-play guides that we go through. So that's why we can showcase this as one idea. We will talk through this relatively quickly, though. We will use Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch, Old Pilgrim Scroll, Dream Conductor's Whistle, and then as well, again, we have those time bonus effects that don't matter. So on the gear, you can go solid almond like that. You could move over to attack if you wanted to. Here we got attack. We're more focused on attack. You could move over to damage resist. We don't need to. Here we got a lot of attack and attack speed. Again, this one we're sticking away from damage resist bypass. Here we got our HP. We've shown our guides as well on DoAL. Here healing and survivability, and then here attack and more fire damage. Now, in terms of this concept in this team, we have a defense, we got a double heal, and two attackers. So that's kind of how you want to play around. Now, we've also got one, again, this isn't using Silent Salt yet. And then two here, we do have a little bit of a different team. So in this case, and this is the one we'll run through, we'll go back. We kept the same treasures in terms of gear here. We are on defense. So if you've seen my guide on that, you can check that out. Brand new one here. With the lovely, lovely Salt Cellar Cookie. A lot going on, as you can see. And if you can get Silent Salt in there, even better. Now, a couple things as well here. We do have our friend Charcoal Cookie. We've got dark damage and attack. You can check that out as well, because we do break that. Particularly the biscuit, gear guide, toppings, tarts, all that fun stuff here on the channel. So the difference on this team is we're following similar setup here. We got the defense, and we got another attacker in there from that side. Again, epic cookies, and additionally, my friends, they do withstand that right there, the Kalanamic. And we're still not using Silent Salt. You could put Silent Salt in this one if you wanted to. I'd switch out probably Fire Spirit here as another example, or you could put in another attacker. The main piece here is still adhering to that double healer. You could put in the bunny, those kinds of things as well, to really help you be successful. All right, so 12-10, let's go and showcase the team so you can see exactly how this is going to work out here for us today and get by. Now, what you're going to find again here is things will move around. We'll be able to get by. You'll see that the Might of the Kalanamic, we will get shackles in there every once in a while. However, again, charcoal and cellar salt will not have that happen to them. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. And voila. Look at that. So great. Hard mode all the way. Awesome. All the way to 12:10 here, breaking it down for Hope of Freedom episode 12. Lots of really cool stuff on the storyline going. I highly recommend that you check it out. Regardless, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you still got a question, get a comment, let me know. We gave you the team, the gear, the guides, all the stuff to be successful, plus the tips and tricks to help you along your way here in hard mode. With that, any questions, certainly to let me know. Chat and viewers, I'd love to hear from you as always. And additionally, thank you, like I said, for tuning in. I appreciate your support. With that, we'll get out there. We got some more ways to go here as always. And until next time, my friends, keep on running.